Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. Great to have you back this week. Yeah, no video on the weekend, but good news, getting close. I'm about 80% of the way through the photos. It's insane. I know, thought I'd get it done. I did a lot of hours on the weekend, which I normally don't do. I try to keep that for family. But I spent a lot of time editing photos and I've still got more to do. I'll do some more today, so can't do anything about it. I sort of was stressing about it a bit, and then I went, well, righto, there's nothing I can do about it. I don't want to rush it, so let's just do it. Just keep editing, and when I get the photos done, I'll get the video out. There's not much I can do about it. Obviously, my apologies. Normally, I try and get that. I normally can get one out in the weekend, but it's just a massive amount of photos, and I'm trying to do them all justice. I guess once you see the video, I'm sure you'll agree. Hopefully you'll appreciate why it took me so long, because you're only going to see a handful. I've got literally 100 and something, 140 or 150 narrowed down that I'm going through and doing full edits on. So it's a big journey, and that's the difference. There's iPhones, there's the RP, and there's the M50, all around elephant rocks. Some amazing stuff, and some really cool stuff I've got done. So I'm really excited about it. Super pumped of what I got out of that area for that shoot. Obviously, I don't want to rush it, so I'd rather just take my time, and then I'll get there. Yeah, when it happens, I'll let you know on this show when the video is going to come out, and then I'll put it up live. So we've maybe just missed a week, and then we'll get it up this week. Good news is we're into, what's today, 5th? 9 days left. We're single-figure days before we get to Darwin, or head to Darwin for the Barra Classic. Super pumped about that. Can't wait. Very excited. Super excited. Looks like the borders have cleared up with the COVID stuff, so it should be fine to travel. That's no dramas. Thank God for that. I was just losing my mind over that bit. After 2 years of not being able to fish and not do it, I would have been absolutely gutted and heartbroken if it didn't happen. So yeah, 9 days to go. Just got to survive 9 more days and then get on that plane, and then we'll be right. We'll get up there. Good, and the fishing looks really good. So hopefully I can get some great footage, get some nice photos of some big barramundi for you. Fingers crossed. And yeah, we're going to get the drone up and do all the other stuff. There's a heap there, so there'll be more stuff come down the track. So I literally probably really need an editor to edit some of these videos and stuff. But it's the photos that's holding me up. It's not the videos; it's the actual photos. The videos I've got a good system, but yeah, the photos are my thing. I've got to get through them, and I've got to get them to how I feel they best showcase that area and best showcase those images. So I'm doing what I can. But anyway, move on to some news. A pretty big weekend, some interesting stuff. Now, the new Corvette's coming to Australia. It's due to hit our stores, the base model, at the end of this year. There's going to be hypo versions, obviously, but I thought it was pretty interesting. Well, it looks fantastic. Great that it's coming to Australia as a right-hand drive car. So there's no conversion like we got to do with the F-150, the Ram, and that, which costs a packet. And that's, well, we'll talk a bit about that side of things as well. So there's no conversion. It's a dedicated right-hand drive car. That's fantastic. They're only bringing in 200 a year. Bit strange. Probably cost-wise, I think that's probably why they're doing it. But base models it's going to be a V8. It's going to be pretty standard. Nothing about that. 200 coming, 150 grand Australian. Now, the funny part about it is the original cost was going to be 130, but because everyone wanted one, they've jacked the price up to 200. Now, in the States, they're only 59,000. So 59,000, which is exchange rate 70 cents to the dollar, to our dollar, or sorry, we get 70 cents for our dollar. So 59, that's less than 100 grand Australian. Yeah, you got import duties, but you don't have any conversion costs. anything like that. It's just basically shipping, import duty, and it'll be luxury car tax. So you're probably at about the 80,000 mark, 80 to 90,000 mark. Somehow they're getting away with, because everyone wants them, jacking it up another $60,000 on top of what it actually costs. Then that's a retail price in America. That's not their wholesale. They're not buying it for that retail price. They're not buying it from a showroom. They're getting it from Holden or GM and then selling them here. So they're going to get it at a wholesale price, direct onto the ship, full support, all that sort of stuff. So they're at least making $70,000 to $80,000 a car, which is just highway robbery, and they wonder why everyone gets upset with car companies. Crazy. At 130, I think it would have been a great thing. That's still excessive from a car that realistically should only cost 80 to 90,000. They've just jacked it up. Yeah, sure, you got import duties and all that stuff, but every car in Australia has import duties now. Every car in Australia is pretty much luxury car tax, because they go over the 60 grand mark or whatever it is the stupid Australian government's got. So the prices are out of the freaking world. For the new Nissan Navara, I think the top of the range is like 70,000 or something, 70 or 80,000 for a Navara. That's insanity. But yeah, look, beautiful car. It's going to go really well. 200. Obviously, they had everyone just storming in trying to get them. Maybe they should just bring more in instead of just jacking the price up so only 200 people can get them. It's a little bit disappointing, that mark. And to know that they're just doing it because they can. They're not doing it because it costs more now. They're just doing it because it can. A real shame, GM and who whatever they are in Australia now, not Holden or whatever they're called, GM Car Services or some rubbish. But look, car looks beautiful. It's going to be an amazing car. From what I've seen, the ones in the States, the body, the shape, it's very, very Ferrari-like. Just gorgeous, beautiful car. And probably, I get realistically at 130 would have been probably a nice luxury car, good car. And I think the other thing is, because it's going up, the performance of it going up, the cars is going up against the Porsche Carrera and stuff, which are 300 grand, again, overpriced in Australia. Yeah, that's why they're looking at it, and they said they can jack it up. So very interesting. But anyway, so look, Corvette 2021, this year, end of this year, you're going to see them start driving around. I'm sure you'll see them in Sydney and Melbourne first. I guess maybe some Brisbane, some Perth, depending if one of those people can get in. And yeah, good luck to those guys that get them, and can't wait to see them and hear what they sound like. If there's a Corvette, it should have a nice gutsy rumbling V8 sound. So very, very cool. Now, this month, Canon is to announce 3 new lenses. In April, sorry, better get my notes. 600mm f4 L series IS USM, the 400 2.8 IS USM, and the long-awaited 100mm Macro 2.8 IS USM. All this month. No confirmed dates as yet. Once I hear, I'll let you know. But for you guys that do the long-range stuff and the macro stuff, and got your R5s and R6 or an RF mount, or even RP if you can afford one of these lenses. Look, this 400, 600 are going to be mega bucks. I'd say the 600 will be around the 8 to 10 grand mark, or something, at least over 5,000. 400 is going to be around the 5,000, and that 100 maybe at least, it's going to be at least 2,000-3,000, I'd imagine, being an RF. So look, they'll be fantastic lenses. L series has never sort of really let anyone down. But look, a lot of people have been waiting for them. You guys that shoot a lot of bird wildlife stuff, the 600 and 400 is going to be awesome for you guys. And yeah, what a wild lens that will be, especially just direct mount, no more adapters. It will be very cool to see what comes out of that. Now, Google Pixel plans to have their own chips in their own phones. They're going to get rid of Qualcomm, they've announced. So much like Apple, they got rid of Intel and the Qualcomm stuff in their phones. They've got their own chips. Well, Google's going on that same. They're going to build their own chips. There is a big silicon chip shortage at the moment worldwide. Whether that's the reason why they're going to build their own, so they can build their own factories, Maybe possibly part of the reason, but yeah, Google going to go its own processor. Look out. And some funny stuff here, the new Lamborghini Huracan, amazing car, is going to have Amazon Alexa in it running the systems, I guess. Crazy stuff. I've never used it. I'm not into the voice activated stuff. I've got Siri, and Siri is pretty much useless. Amazon Alexa is probably a little bit better, I guess, but it's going to be weird to have that in your car. And why do you want it in a flagship? It's a bit cheesy and cheap, especially Amazon. Google maybe might be better. Going to be weird, I guess. Somehow they've scored a deal. Amazon's done a deal with Lamborghini, but wow, it's pretty funky. Luxury supercar with Amazon Alexa built in. Very, very weird. Something a little bit of fun for you for the start of the week. Sony on the 14th of April will be announcing a brand new flagship phone. We don't know what it is. The leaks and rumors suggest it's going to be the Xperia 1 III. Deluxe camera, photography, video beast. Obviously runs Android. It's the only problem I have with it. One day I'll either have to jump ship out of the Apple and go one of these, because I think this thing's going to be a beast. The previous model, they have a HDR version with a HDMI input, so you can plug it straight into your camera and then run it as an external monitor and do all your stuff on your Sony cameras. So look, they've got brilliant bits of kit. These phones they're not available ever in Australia. This is only for overseas. For some reason, Sony doesn't sell their phone range here, which is really, really weird. But looking forward to see this, because they do some amazing stuff with photography-wise out of cameras. Stuff you don't hear about. It's always or Samsung or Apple. These guys actually do a fantastic job with their photography stuff. And if you're looking for just to give your kid a beginner camera, then one of these new Sony Xperias would actually be, I reckon, a great starting point. It's got all the Pro Tools, all the stuff, and then that would definitely lead straight up into a Sony class camera down the road. Much more portable, or even traveling. You could use one of these suckers as a permanent travel camera. It's waterproof, all the normal stuff. Yeah, very, very cool. So yeah, April 14th, 16:30 Japan Central Time, which is pretty close to Australia, so we should be able to get that. I will let you know all about that. Then that will be the day I fly to Darwin, so maybe that night we'll suss it out. Very cool. Looking forward to that one. I think that'll be pretty exciting camera, or phone camera / whatever you call it. And speaking of camera phones and cameras and phones, LG never really hit their straps in the phone market and have decided to call it quits. Rumors coming out of South Korea, out of the news there, is that as of today they are shutting down their phone business. They're going to transition their people from the mobile communications tech over into their other departments, and that will be the LG, or the end of LG phones as we know it. Their last one was that flip, where the phone flipped around sideways like a T, big T. Pretty cool. It's just a hard, super, as I think Lou later, who was talking about it, discussed. The phone market is super, competitive. You've got OnePlus, you've got Huawei, you've got all these Chinese manufacturers, you've got Apple, Samsung. It is a really cutthroat, eat or be eaten market. And unfortunately, I think they've decided that bleeding money every year for the last 5 years, enough's enough. They're better off putting their money back into something that they make money in, and they do amazing jobs with TVs and other products. So I'm sure all that money's going to either make those cheaper or make those products better. I think that's a better option for them. But yeah, it's sad to see them go. They had some funky stuff. They had that rollable screen phone, which was due to come. I guess that's canned. But yeah, very, very cool and very, very sad. And that's about it. Rightio. Well, cruisy day today and Monday. I've got to get down and get some more work done, as we do every day. There's no holidays here on this planet of mine, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Have a great day and stay safe. We're going this way. That way, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.